This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world.
I'm Bruce.
And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Bruce.
Hey, Jody. How's it going?
I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. It's, summer is the time of year where you start to rethink your body hair choices because it's so hot.
Yeah.
And yes.
I trimmed mine down. I don't know if I did this before the last episode or whatever, but I did definitely trim it down to pretty much nothing. I noticed how since we're wearing masks every day, I kind of noticed how it was sticking out of my mask weird because it wasn't really long, but it was just kind of curling around it. And I was just like, I'm really warm anyways. Let's just trim this down and see what comes out of it. And I even kept a little mustache, and because you don't see it under the mask. So I was like, oh, I'll keep it and no one will see it. No one will know until
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it. And you've got kind of the chin that lends itself to, you can go without the beard and it works.
Mm-hmm.
And
thank you.
It's been a long time since I've been hairless on my chin.
I noticed my other chin grew a little too, though.
Yeah, but it's a good look. See, I like that. And you've got a majestic mustache, so it works out.
Thank you.
I cannot do the mustache. I've tried many times, and I mean, it will grow. It'll grow, and it's fine. But what starts to happen is, as it gets a little longer, it's wiry. It starts to kind of come out and then curl, kind of like candy canes, like that sort of weird shape.
Does it curl out or
down? A little bit. It kind of curls out, and it's just like, it bothers me more than anything. Okay. And so I've just never been able to hang long enough to. I don't know if it will get to a certain point where it's just going to go boom and it's going to be amazing. Right. I'm guessing not, but
you haven't given it a chance, Bruce. Come on.
I haven't given it a chance. So
this was the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
You can experiment with all kinds of different facial hair when we're quarantined or wearing masks. No one can really see much of it anyways. And
you really,
go for it.
I like the mask thing because I think you're onto something with that, because it's the same when I put on my mask. I put the mask on, the beard sticking out from under it. It took me a few weeks to realize that what I needed to do was actually pull my beard up, part it so my mouth was still had direct access, and then have it actually in the mask. So
yeah.
When you take the mask off, it looks crazy, but it gets the job done.
That's all right.
And it works.
Yeah,
so.
We're still safe and can go out and about. But yeah, it was an adventure trying to, because I'm at work again wearing that every day. I was just like, what the heck? I'll just shave it off. It grows my hair grows so fast anyways that it'll be back in a month or so and I'll have a beard again. So
yeah. I think I'm gonna shave mine down a bit. I want to make it a little shorter. It's just a little easier. And when I was younger, I would let my beard just grow, and it'd just be this crazy thing that was just kind of everywhere. The mountain man kind of thing. And as I've gotten older, I prefer having it kind of being able to shape it a little more. It certainly defines my jawline more. But I don't know. I just prefer it, and I am. Right now, maybe it's just a phase, but I'm really liking it shorter as opposed to as long as I used to grow it. So now, being at home all the time, it'll start just kind of growing out, and I forget about it, and then I'm like, oh, it's time. And so kind of right there.
I've grown mine out a couple different times just to see, or just kind of laziness and not,
Right.
But then it gets to a point, mine gets really bushy and kind of grows out and everywhere. So I have to really keep it trimmed, on the sides, keep it trimmed down. Otherwise it just, it gets that wild mountain man look. But it gets pretty long. I haven't gotten it very long, maybe 3 or 4 inches, I think. And then I get I'm like, okay, because then my gray really starts showing.
Right.
And then, I'm like, okay, that's a lot of gray. I'm going to trim that up again. And then it takes away 5-10 years or something, or at least I like to think about it. So.
Totally. It changes your look when it goes away. And I was reading something. I was reading a beard book. People send books to Chubster and they're grooming books. And so I've gotten a couple books about beards, and they talk about like terminal length is basically what they call it, where it's like for some people, some people cannot grow those. You see like those beard
Oh
competition
yeah,
people who have like these super long beards.
Madison. Look up Madison Rowley. He was the beard champion 2 different years, and he's a Portland guy, and we know him. He's went to college with my partner Bjorn, and he
Nice.
had the super long beard, and he's just a crazy beard guy. But yeah, but I've never heard that it doesn't. Some people like there's a length where it just stops.
For some people, it just they just can't grow a beard like that. Like it'll get wispy and weird, or it just
Okay.
won't. It just won't go that far. And there are a lot of different things that you can put in your beard or do to your beard to help kind of take care of it. But the genetics come into it at a certain point,
Oh, it
according to these books.
definitely does. And I was blessed with good beard genes, I guess. So
Yes.
yeah, but
Yes.
it does take some care and maintenance. We talked a little bit about like trimming and keeping it groomed a little bit. But even just like washing it, keeping it clean is
Mm-hmm.
a really important thing. I don't use any special beard shampoo or anything like that. I just use my normal shampoo that I use on my hair. So I don't do anything special for that. I don't know if you've used any of the special beard.
I've used many different types of products, and I most recently had a beard wash that I used for mine. I just ran out. I mean, it was really good, very very sudsy. Really got in there.
Mhm.
I generally have a drier scalp, so I have to be aware of that and use shampoos that help with that kind of thing.
Okay.
So that also carries to my skin and my beard to where
Mhm.
I have to make sure that I'm always taking care of it. So a lot of times I'm using the shampoo that I'm using on my scalp, I'm using for my
Okay.
beard as well. I'm not doing that every day because
Mhm.
that's a bit much for my beard. But between that and a good beard shampoo, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
So definitely, but yeah, don't do it every day. That'll really dry it
no,
out, I think. So
right.
I do it maybe like once a week or so, really, when it was longer, really get in there and really wash it and just use my normal, conditioner that I use. But the one important thing that I do is right after the shower is using beard oil. And it's
Mm,
important to do it right when you get out of the shower because the hot shower opens up the pores in your skin and in your hair. So then the hair can absorb the oil. That's like a really important thing. Um, I've used probably all kinds of different oils.
sure.
Um, Speaking of Madison Raleigh, he had his own. It's called Rides because he
Hmm.
had a fun mustache too. So he had a Rides mustache wax.
Of
Yeah,
course,
oh yeah,
yes,
mustache rides.
yes.
But then he also had a beard oil that he gave us a couple different samples, and I've been using some of that. I don't have any certain oils that I prefer or anything. I just don't like a really heavy fragrance in my beard oil.
Mm.
I've noticed that it's when it's that close to my face that it kind of gives me a headache, so I can't do anything too fragrant. But I don't like the like no fragrant because sometimes those oils have like a weird
Right.
smell to them. So
Yeah, I'm the same way. When you're going to have something like that on your beard, you don't want something that's overpowering. And there are so many that I've tried that have just been too strong,
mhm.
that where it's just too much. I tend to just kind of try different types, and I haven't really found one that's kind of a go-to. But one of the things that I've been told by multiple people who make beard oils and people who have glorious beards is
Yeah.
that you're looking for beard oil that has jojoba oil in it, I believe,
Hmm. Hmm.
um, because I guess it's natural. It's good for your beard. It's good for your skin. Um, Making sure that you're getting that beard oil in there and through your beard and into your scalp is also good because that helps make sure that
So I
you're good
was
to
trying
go.
to read what was in this one, but
Yeah, what's it say?
well, this is a different one. This is the Beard brand one.
Oh, okay.
I do like this one. It's their lumberyard. It's more of like a woodsy smell to it.
Yes.
But there's like apricot, grapeseed, the what did you say?
Jojoba.
Jojoba,
Yeah,
whatever.
jojoba. Yeah. Yeah.
It's got that castor oil, some fragrance, and
Okay.
grapefruit seed extract. So,
Nice.
oh, I didn't know this was out of Spokane, Washington.
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
local. So yeah, I do like that one. I don't know exactly what's in this one. It doesn't have the contents, but he's a world beard champion, so I trusted whatever.
So he's got to have something
This
good
is
in
what he
there. Yeah.
uses. He made it his own stuff, so
Nice.
that's really good. So yeah, really making sure you really get it all the way down onto your skin, because I
Hmm.
get like a couple little dry patches every now and then, and it like
Same.
would be flaky. So just really getting it in there and massaging it onto your skin as well, underneath
Right.
your beard is really important. And then I use this crazy
A
boar's hair brush
yes.
or whatever, boar's hair brush.
Right.
Yes, it's really really stiff, and you can really
Get in there. Yeah.
get all the wrinkles and crinks and
Yeah,
whatever.
and it's really important to do that. Do that at least a couple days a week. I definitely try to make sure that I'm doing that regularly because, like you said, I mean, same for me. I get dry patches, and so I've got to really go through and get into it and try to work that stuff out. And
Mm-hmm.
the better. It is very important that you take care of your skin that's underneath the hair because that's where the hair comes from. So
Yeah.
making sure that you're doing it right, that's really important. And yeah, the boar's hair brushes are really good for that.
Oh, it feels amazing. Like even just
Mm,
doing this, I'm like, oh, that feels good.
yep, it does.
I'm kind of the length of my beard now is sort of to that stage where it's kind of itchy because
Oh
it's
yeah.
growing all different kind of directions and coming and poking my skin again.
Right.
Oh, just like heaven.
Nice.
But yeah,
Yeah.
nobody wants that like really flaky, dandruffy coming out of your beard or
No.
so keep it oiled.
Hmm.
Sometimes you just have to experiment with different oils and see which one works for you. I found sometimes some of them are really oily.
Right.
Don't go crazy. You don't need a lot. Just a couple little dabs in the palm of your hand or whatever, and work it around and work it in. So you
Yeah.
don't want it like dripping and oil slick on your shirt and stuff. So
I've certainly done that where I've had too much, and you have to
yeah,
get to a point that you realize, okay, less is more. It really will get the job done.
apply a little bit more, but it's hard to take it out. You
Yep.
got to like a towel and wipe it all off. But
Right.
I don't know. Have you done? Do you have a brush, a boar's hair brush, or do you use a comb?
I do. I've got both. I've got a comb and a brush, and I vastly prefer the brush, just because it really gets in there, and it's for me that's what I want. I'm really trying to get in there and just get to the skin, and I have found for me that the longer my beard is, the more dry skin I have to deal with, and the more difficult it is to deal with all that. So the shorter it is, the easier it is for me to manage that. And so that's another reason that I right now prefer to keep it shorter. Now, if it's cold this winter, I may very well just let it grow out.
I'm sure. Yeah, this beard will be grown out again.
Yeah,
Um, I think I'm thirsty.
good. It feels like it's time.
So I will start. I
Please.
am drinking. It's called Rebel. It says consume life, drink art.
Oh, nice.
It's a hazy imperial IPA from the somewhere Vint Hill, Virginia, and Adroit. Adroit, maybe.
Adroit.
I know
Yeah.
I was like Android, but Adroit
Hmm.
theory. And I've already opened this one. I had a little bit before we started. It's very good.
Nice.
It's 8% alcohol by volume. It's double dry hopped, the DDH that we learned a while ago.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
got Mosaic and a couple other hops that have crazy names that I'm not going to try and pronounce, but it's really good.
Well, I am drinking. So a few weeks ago, you, Jody, brought me a package of a box o' beer.
Yeah, you're still drinking on that?
Yes, so I've been mostly I've been drinking a few, recreationally, but I've mostly been saving them for the show. And I am drinking Blood of the Unicorn, the hoppy red ale that you gave me from Pipeworks Brewing Company, Chicago, Illinois. And it it if you're looking at the can here, there's a unicorn that's gone through some stuff, and um,
Definitely.
we'll have to see now.
I think I've had that one. That one was pretty
I
good.
believe I believe you have. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's strong. It's strong. It's 6.5. Um, it's got a little bit of hop, but it's a good red ale. It's smooth, it's drinkable. I like the aftertaste.
Nice.
Mm.
So I'm checking in on the Untapped app. You can follow along with all the beers that we drink on the Heavy Conversation podcast. You
Yes.
can kind of check out what we've been drinking, get more info on the different breweries or beers that we're drinking. You can send us recommendations of
Yes.
different beers that you're drinking. I'm just trying to find this one.
We definitely want to hear about your favorite beers. The beers that you recommend, things that you like to drink. Your beer experiences and things that we should try, because we're always looking for new and interesting beers. And I mean, we've done 115
Yeah, something like
episodes, so that's a lot of different beers, and there are a lot more out there. So your recommendations can always help. So please let us know.
a full creamy body that has DDH with Citra, Mosaic, blah, 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 for expressive notes of citrus, tropical, and undertone of pine. Oh, yeah,
Nice.
that
I
was
like
good.
that.
It's good.
I like the can. I like the label there. That's awesome.
It's like a sort of a ninja
Yeah.
guy on there.
Nice.
You
Very
know, I like
nice.
to like the poster is a very iconic sort of. I don't know the artist's name behind that
Yeah.
sort of
Right.
poster, but you can see it on the YouTube video. Everyone, you
Yep.
can check it on YouTube. We have our episodes there too.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right,
Yes.
checking,
Perfect.
drinking at home.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, as far as kind of caring for your beard and all of that, I think the most, the furthest I've ever gone toward in-depth beard care um, is I went to a place in New York that did beard facials, and
Oh, that's right. I remember
they
that.
basically, yeah, they'll take you in. You go into this room, and they have all these different serums. They look at your beard. They talk to you about your skin. If you're having any problems, if there's anything that you're trying to solve for, they take you in. They lay you down and they start, massaging your chin, really getting into that skin, putting these different serums and different oils and all of these kinds of things on your skin and on your beard. And then they bring out this brush that it's an electric brush that like burns out any of the foreign objects in your beard. Which I was like, okay, well, I've cleaned my beard, everything's good. I didn't expect very very much to be found here. I'm not like, you're not gonna find like a Cheeto or something, hanging out in my beard. But
Oh,
this
damn.
thing was. It would crackle and pop and just through the whole thing as she was going through. We actually got video of it for a Chubster series that we did. It's sized up, and it's the New York City episode. It's the finale of the first season. I go to New York and run around the city and meet with a bunch of different people and do things. And I took a break and went to this place and got the beard facial, and you get to see how they go through the entire thing and what the process was like. And it was just like the most relaxing
Right.
experience. It was amazing, and I would highly recommend it.
That comb
So
thing looked kind of scary. I,
yeah,
I I watched that and I was like, I don't know. I don't want to fry my beard or smell the burning hair or whatever. But yeah. Oh, when we were talking about the beer, I remembered that I don't know if it was just in Portland, but people have brewed beer from the yeast that
yes,
in people's beard, in the brewer's beard. It was
yes.
beard brew or something like
It
that. I
was
don't
a
remember.
beard beer from Rogue
Oh yeah,
Ales. Yeah,
it just popped in my head, and I was like, oh, I don't know. That sounds
from the
weirdly,
master.
yeah,
Yes, it was from the yeast in the master brewer's beard.
yeah,
They brewed a beer from this. I did try it, and I mean, it was good.
yeah. It
Yeah.
was. I think I could have it, but it was. It just. It kind of is like I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. It's you can make beer out of just about anything is what that tells me.
Yeah,
I think it's just the idea of that is like, ooh, but no, it was a regular. It tasted like a regular beer. Like there was nothing about it that was like mind blowing, and there was nothing that was gross. It was just like this is a good passable beer. I would drink this again. If I didn't know that it was made from beard yeast, it would not even cross my mind that there was anything different about this beer. And I would say that's a good thing. You're at least aiming for that if you're doing something insane with your beer brewing technique. So yeah.
Yeah, it says it originally cultured from 9 beard hairs belonging to Rogue Ales brewmaster John Mayer. Oh, geez.
John Mayer.
I know, that's weird.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice to know that there are breweries out there that are doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, like you said, you can brew beer from just about anything, but that's pushing the weird in Portland for sure, I think.
Yep, it is. It is. Yeah, I don't know if they've done any more of that. I would drink it again. It was good. It was clean. It was a clean tasting beer. I remember that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So other things about your beard, I know you don't have a mustache, but do you put product other than beard oil in? Do you put any sort of what is it, like grooming cream or pomades or anything like that into your beard?
So I have a lot of different products like that, but I used to, when I used a lot of product in my hair, which I realized over the last few years that since I have very fine hair that cannot hold product, don't use product. So I don't use a ton of product in my hair anymore. So I don't really use much to create a hold. It really depends. I mean, in the past I have, and when I've really wanted to sculpt it, or it's been longer and I've wanted to do something with it, I've been able to kind of just manage it a little better. But I don't now. Is there anything that you, well, prior to
when I had a beard, I use just like on my hair, on my head, I use just like a crew paste or fiber or something on my hair. So a lot of times, whatever's kind of left over, I just use and just kind of smooth it out just to get some of the little flyaways, just to keep it down, calm it down a little bit. But there are different like styling balms and different utility balms, all that different kind of stuff to really, or waxes that for your mustache you can use
definitely
mustache wax to really curl it up or keep it clean. And but I haven't done anything really extensive in that. I don't necessarily style my beard or mustache in any certain way.
I had some of the wax. I had, for a while I went through a wax phase where you'd bring out like a fingernail's worth of wax, emulsify it in your hands and kind of get it in there. And it was heavy duty. I mean, when you're getting wax in there, it's like that stuff is made to hold. It's made to withstand like high wind. It's really made to work, and it's good. I kind of actually want to go back and try and use some now, just because I had forgotten about it. I just haven't used it in so long. It is a good way to get a really specific look. I tend to go for a specific look more by how I cut it. So, I mean, if you look, along the side here, it's I bring my beard up. My chin line is kind of is more shaved in. So my beard is generally more controlled that way as opposed to using product. But that said, there are lots of different products.
Yeah. And I think the utility balm is also a conditioner, like the beard oil. So if you don't like beard oil, it's a little longer lasting that you can get into your beard, so it lasts a little bit longer. But yeah, there's all kinds of different products and different company. Pretty much everyone's got some sort of beard oil.
Yes,
but definitely do a little bit of experimenting. Try out a couple different beard oils, but take a little bit of time if you're going to be growing a beard to maintain it. I think it definitely goes a long way to keeping you tidied and groomed. It's kind of a part of the grooming regime that you got to get into.
Right. It's a good way to create a specific look. You can control your beard. You can do whatever you want with it. Maybe you don't want a full beard. I had a goatee for a long, long time before I went full beard, and I don't know that I could ever go back. Yes. Yeah. Full whaler, I should say, because I don't have the mustache. So Yeah, before I went to this, it was goatee. So now it's like it's really just a bigger goatee if you think about it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So yeah, but I don't know that I could go back to just the goat at this point. I think I'm
Yeah, I'm
I
kind
think
of attached to the beard. I was like, and then I was like, whatever, it's fine. I can just, but I was like, okay, I'm fine with it. I didn't shave, completely smooth. I just trimmed it down to
sure.
like a number one guard. I think I used, just to trim it way all the way down. And
Yeah, I just don't have the patience for the wet shave. So I've got a shaver that I just kind of go over my upper
mm,
lip with, and then I do my the line
yep.
of my beard,
Yeah, I
and
definitely need to
all today.
clean up my neck. I haven't done any sort of grooming since I trimmed it down, so I got to get back in there.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's important when you're getting your hair done, haircut. I know right now you can't really get a beard trim, but to invest probably in a good pair of clippers is really important. I have like
Yes.
the wall clippers, kind of the standard, really good set. There's a bunch of different brands out there, and they have all the different guards that you can put on there to get different lengths.
Hmm.
So invest in one of those. You can clean it up if you can't get into the barber to get your beard trimmed or whatever. You can just do
Yeah.
a quick cleanup. And I just use it to clean up my neck and my cheeks and stuff like that.
I do the
Whatever
same.
whatever random ear hair, eyebrows, whatever's going on.
Right. Right. I do the same. I've got a peanut, and it's a tiny trimmer. You just plug it into the wall and go to town, and it's great, And I think once you use it enough, any product that you use enough to trim and groom, you're going to kind of learn the way that your beard moves and how best to
Mm-hmm.
approach grooming it and cleaning it up, and just kind of go from there.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think that's about all I got about beard stuff.
it's a good
I think
place to start.
I went through all my regular normal stuff.
Yeah. No, this
I just
is
want to sit here and brush my face.
well. Now you've got the rest of the day to brush your face.
Okay. Okay.
So just sit in the studio and brush.
Don't bother me. I'm brushing
Yep.
my face.
Well,
Okay.
good. Well, hopefully this helps you if you are trying to figure out what you want to do with your beard. And thanks for the suggestion. This episode actually came from somebody asking us to cover this during our Wednesday happy hours. Every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, we do a heavy conversation happy hour on Instagram Live. So you can tune in, talk to us, enjoy a beverage. And, we recap the week's episode and we talk about basically anything that comes up.
Yeah, people just randomly ask questions or want to talk about something, and we're game to talk about whatever. So join us
Yes.
after you're done listening to the episode on Tuesday, join us on Instagram Live on Wednesday.
Yes, please do. And make sure you are subscribing. Follow us on @HeavyConvo. Everywhere on social media, we're there. So, tell us about your favorite beers, ask questions, talk about your favorite episodes, and join us for the happy hour.
All right. Well, thanks, Bruce.
All right.
Appreciate
Thanks,
you
Jody.
letting me brush my face for a while.
It was fun to watch. I'm gonna have to go and do the same now.
All right. See you, everyone. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your
podcasts.